Okay, are we good? Okay, Ratna, thank you for the confirmation. So, a quick recap. I think this is not necessary, but we get used to it every time because we are discussing about the collectors class. Okay, collectors is a class in Java 8, and it is available in Java.utility stream package. It contains many methods, right? So the one line answer that you can give for the collectors class is to so when someone is asking you about the collectors class, you can just give this line. Collectors class is used to accumulate or copy the data from stream objects to collection objects. Okay? And after doing this, you can also give some add-ons. The add-ons are like the basic operation that you can do with collectors. So reducing operation, which has been discussed already. Summarizing. So we are in the middle of the grouping operation. And once you understood this grouping operation, partitioning operation is going to be very easy. It is just like a cakewalk. So you need complete understanding about the grouping operation. So, and in the collectors class, there are many factory methods like counting method, max by method, and each and every method has its own importance. So depending upon the requirement, you are going to use the required methods, the specific method. Summing int is there, averaging int is there. So summarizing int, a very beautiful method, is going to give the data in a complete summarizing format, right? And we started discussing about joining and reducing. Usually this joining method and reducing method, these methods are underrated. People don't people ignore these methods, but they can do a lot of things with these methods, right? They're underrated because you don't see much manipulation by using this joining or the reducing method. So you feel like that actually once you start practicing these methods individually, you will get to know the importance. It will take some time, but for the interview room, these things are enough. Okay, more than enough. And reducing method is there. So we have started discussing about the grouping by method, right? So yesterday we are discussing about what? Single level grouping. Single level grouping. So now you might have got to know what is a single level grouping. It's very simple. I mean, I have explained it very clearly in the yesterday session, right? So to achieve the single level grouping, for example, you may be dealing with the n number of objects, right? So you may be dealing with many number of objects. So each and every object can have internally many properties. So objects are not limited to one property. It could have many number of properties, isn't it? So no, many number of properties, right? If you want to group these order objects according to a specific property, right? You use what? You use something like a method called grouping by method. So grouping by method cannot be used just like that. Okay, you need to have the data source, convert that to string. Okay, after this conversion, you use a class called when you use a method called collect method. So this collect method is responsible to enable the achieve the grouping mechanism, right? So again, you call the grouping by method on top of collectors class. This is a class, collectors class. Beautifully they have designed the grouping by method. How beautifully they have designed it is like you just pass the function inside the grouping by method. Grouping by grouping, right? Grouping by method. So this grouping by method is going to accept a function. Again, function is what? Function is a predefined interface, right? The moment you do this, this function is going to accept. This function is going to accept a lambda expression. Okay, and let me do this. The grouping by method is going to return. The return type of grouping by method is what? Okay, focus, very, very important. Collections topic. Okay. Map is a return type of grouping by method, right? And inside the map, you have key and you have value, right? So map, you can store the data inside a map with respect to, the data could be stored in the form of key value pair. We know these things already, right? So this grouping by method as a whole, is going to return output is map. Okay, the function that is applied inside the grouping by method is going to return the key. Hope you're able to understand. You're using a function inside the grouping by method that will ensure that keys are extracted, uniqueness are getting extracted. According to the keys, the values are collected by what? Collectors. Okay, the functionality is very simple. You can pass any number of objects, any number of stream objects, right? It is going to the function method. I mean, the function itself will return the key. Okay? It will configure the values accordingly. For example, if you have 3 keys, for example, if you have keys like yesterday we have been discussing about the restaurant, I mean the hotel management application, right? So village style and what is that? Restaurant style. Okay, let us say that there are only 2 styles, village styles and restaurant style. But how many dishes we have? We have many number of dishes. Some dishes are meant for village style. I mean, some dishes are made by using the village style. Some dishes are made by using the restaurant style. Okay, uniqueness. Okay, it is going to filter the unique keys. So village style is an unique, restaurant style is an unique. Okay, this key, I mean the grouping by method will ensure that the objects that is associated with the key will be grouped according to the given key value. So village style is a restaurant style cell. So grouping by method will ensure that it will check each and every object and will try to identify, okay, which is the village style. Okay, that will be that will be taken. Okay, the grouping will happen taken care by the grouping by method internally. Okay, this is what our understanding yesterday. Okay, I want to repeat this because if I am not repeating this, there will be a hidden confusion for you, especially the theory part. Right? So grouping by method. So VS. So the VS and RS are keys. Okay, and these are the values. These are what? These are the values. Collection objects. So these are again grouped together in a collection list object. Again, these are grouped together in a list. A single level grouping. So single level grouping, some idea we got. Okay. So yesterday we were there was an interruption, isn't it? We will complete that. What I want to do yesterday is very simple. We have list of dishes, guys. Okay. I want to make use of the grouping by method to separate the vegetarian dish as well as the non-vegetarian dish. But if you look into the object properties, you have the name of the food, you have the calories, you have the boolean value which says the food is vegetarian or non-vegetarian, and you have the style, and you have the the price amount. Okay, but this is returning false and true. You do not want the answer to be false and true because you cannot. When you're visiting a restaurant, if you ask for veg and non-veg dishes, specifically, the server is not going to say true or is not going to say false. We don't understand it. So that is not how the program could be designed. Right? So in order to understand that, in order to understand more specifically, what I want to do, I want to take an enum. What is enum? We have discussed this in Java concepts. Right? 2 constants I am taking, vegetarian and non-vegetarian constant. The name of the enum is type. Okay, the name of the enum is what? The name of the enum itself is the type. Right? Now you see. Now let us try to do the grouping. Okay, I want to group the dishes according to the category. What are the categories? Vegetarian category and the non-vegetarian category. Right? Now go back to the thing. What is a return type of grouping by method? The return type is what? Map. Map is a return type. Map with key value pair. Right? So same thing we have to do, right? So take the map. What should be the key? Key should be what? Key should be very specific. You want to key is talking about the category. Right? Grouping category. So key is veg or non-veg, which is of the type itself. Enum type. Right? I am considering the key as type, comma, the value is what? Value is again list of object, because under each and every key there will be some dishes of list type. Right? Under each and every key there will be, because for the vegetarian category there are many dishes, right? Vegetarian category, you have vegetable rice, you have chapati, you have dosa, you have juices, you have. So that should be again collated together to form a list, right? That's why you are taking the value as list. Right? So key will always try to be unique. Right? Now after this, what I can do here, instead of food type, okay, take the dishes, okay, dot, then what we have to do, convert it to stream, dot, use the collect method, right? Inside the collect method, you need to use the collectors class, and you need to call what method? Grouping by method. Okay, this grouping by method will accept a function. The typical function is I is lesser than or equal to, so I is going to be an object. Okay, I is going to be the object. It is collecting each and every dish object. But what I want to perform, what I want to return, what kind of dish that the particular dish object is specified with. Are you able to get? So I'm taking a big lambda expression. If my lambda expression is a single line, I can just directly write in one line of code. But I want to write my lambda expression. My lambda expression is going to be a very big lambda expression. So inside my lambda expression, I'm using a condition. What my condition state? If you will extract the name of the dish, okay, double equal to true. We don't get confused. I is nothing but what food object. Okay, I am taking food itself. If food is fetch, if this is true, return what? And what do you want to return? The enum constant. Type dot which, right? Type dot which food, right? Else, if not, what is the other constant that we have? Non-veg. We have only two constants, right? Type dot non-veg. Then our lambda expression is completed. Okay, lambda expression is successfully delivered. You can say that successfully drafted, right? Just if I try to print the reference variable of the map, which is food type itself, and if you see, and there you go. Okay, good. Expected. What is the error that we have here? Okay, caloric level it says. Okay, it's not caloric level, no? Okay, let's run this. You get non-veg dishes, non-veg, and you have the name of the category is non-veg. Under the non-veg category, you have a list of objects. But it is not even readable because you're directly trying to print the reference variable. I do not want to do that. What I want to do, I want to use the for each method, which is going to give the output in the meaningful way. Okay, I'm taking the map reference variable. I am using the for each method. My for each method will accept a consumer by consumer. By consumer means two inputs. The first input is of type, okay, and the second input is of what? Dish, right? Two input, and lambda, my typical lambda expression is going to be like this. Okay, what I want to do, I want to just print the type of the dish. Okay, I want to print the type itself, which is type, because type is it is just like calling the map. It is accepting the type and it is accepting the list. So you are passing the type, you are passing the what we call it as the list of dish objects. First I want to print something like this. After this I just want to give a line. Okay, then after this I want to use the for enhanced for loop. Okay, my enhanced for loop will ensure that all the details are printed in the orderly fashion. Dish in system.out.println, okay, x dot name. Simple for loop. If I run this code and the output would look like this. Okay, type of dish, okay, non-veg. Under the non-veg you have this, right? And again type of dish, okay, here it's veg. Under veg you have this. Okay. So let me. You want me to go through this? We will go through this very quickly. Very simple. Focus here. You have 8 dishes, right? You are converting it towards stream. After this, you are using the collect method. So you are calling the grouping by method. This grouping by method is going to return the map. Remember that grouping by method will always, the return type of grouping by method is going to be map, right? But the logic that is applied inside the grouping by method as a parameter. Okay, you are passing a parameter. Okay? So this food is nothing but each and every dish object. From each and every dish object, you are applying a condition. Okay, if the type is, if each veg is true, okay, if this conditional check is evaluated to be true, you are returning the output as veg, or else you are returning it as non-veg. What is happening? There is a category which is created, there is a category non-veg is created, right? Under veg category, objects are mapped because inside the map you have key value pair. And again non-veg category, objects are mapped because inside the map you have key value pair, because value is acting as a collection. What is the value? List of dishes, right? So under veg category some objects are mapped, under non-veg category some object are mapped. If you're just trying to print this efficiently, that's it. So for that I am calling what I am just using the the for each method. Okay, and again I am starting I am calling the food type is of map type, calling the for each method. So there is two by consumer is there, type and the dishes. It takes dish object, okay, from the dish object type of the dish will be extracted, which is veg or non-veg. I am running the for loop. Okay. It will take this object and it will ensure that name of the dish is going to get extracted. Instead of complete object, only you are going to get the name specifically. Okay, these are the things that are happening behind the scenes for the single level grouping. Okay, this is all about single level grouping. We will understand about multi-level grouping. Multi-level grouping. This concept is going to be very interesting, and if you are good with this concept, you can answer all kind of questions on top of the Java 8 futures. Multi-level grouping. It is same as single level grouping, but the idea here is, so for the single level grouping, this is what it is, right? So you call the grouping by function. Okay, so this is how it is. Let me do this. Okay. For the single level grouping, you have the data source and you convert the data source to stream. Okay, after the conversion, what you do, you use the collect method, right? For the grouping, you need to use a collect method. Inside the collect method, you need to call the grouping by method on top of collectors class. Grouping by. So when it is single level grouping, the grouping by method is going to accept only one parameter. But when it is multi-level grouping, this grouping by method will accept a function, comma, and again you can place another grouping by method within a grouping by method. Okay? And again this is going to accept a function. Let me repeat it. Single level grouping is, the grouping level is only one. You will place only one grouping by method. Inside the grouping by method, you will place only one function. The actual logic, this function is going to extract the keys. Multi-level grouping is nothing but you will place another grouping by method, okay? Inside the grouping by method, there is another grouping by method. So this is another grouping by method. Inside this outer grouping by method, you can call this, there is an inner grouping by method inside the outer grouping by method. Why we are supposed to go for this? We will understand this with a better example. Okay, I just want you to understand. So there are some situations. When you're developing big applications, there will be some situations, especially for the Swiggy app. Swiggy app is the best example. Okay, you want to sort the data, you want to filter the data according to your requirement. So then when it is called as user friendly, right? Whenever you are opening Swiggy app, my hands will go for the vegetarian foods. Some I know, because I don't eat non-veg, my hands always go for vegetarian foods, and my hands goes for the high quality foods, the best restaurant foods. You need to group that, right? So in which how many restaurants is supplying the mushroom biryani, or how many restaurants are supplying the paneer biryani? That is single level grouping. Multi-level grouping is how many restaurants are supplying the paneer biryani, which where the calories, where the price is lesser than 200 rupees. Multi-level grouping. So this is just like this. Okay, I don't think this is going to make more sense. Okay, let me introduce this example. Okay, for example, let us say that, okay, first level grouping. Okay, sir. First level map or first level grouping, right? So my first level map is going to extract the dishes, fish, okay, and meat, okay, and others. When I say others, even non-veg is also part of this. Okay, so these are the unique case. Fish is one category, meat is another category, and others itself is another category, right? Then after this, what I want to do, from each and every extracted data, again I want to subgroup, again I want to start the second level mapping. I want to start what? I want to start the second level map. This is a first level map. From here I want to start the second level map. What my second level map has to do? So this is very specific, fish, meat and others. My second level map has to find whether the fish that is being served is a normal in diet, okay, and whether the, again subcategories, again diet, again is there any fat fishes. These are the three common categories that I can categorize under the fish category. Subcategory, a category within a category, a level within a level, right? Again for the meat, same thing applies. Is there any normal diet meat? Meat itself is what we call it as fat. Some people are there very clever enough. They check what? They check is the meat is good in diet. Of course, some chicken, the complete chicken without any masala and oil, okay, it is very high in protein. But the way it is cooked, it is going to add up more calories. So it cannot be categorized as a normal chicken. Okay, whatever the chicken that we cook, it will get lot of calories because of the stuffs that we are using. Okay. Like this, for the others also I want to define. Okay. Are able to understand? First level map. These are the key. Again, this is the key inside a key. This is what? This is a key inside a key. Right? Now the actual grouping is going to come. What is it? Okay, fish. So there can be normal fish can be what Solomon I can take. In Tamil there is a fish called Shankara. It is so good in taste. But even most of the fishes are considered as normal and diet also you can say. And prawns are actually fatty, right? They are not diet. Okay. For the meat, everything will come under fat, right? So for meat, like you can say that mutton is fat, right? And chicken I can consider as normal. So there is no diet concept in the meat. Right? These are the list of dishes I am saying. So these are the objects. Solomon is the dish object, prawns is a dish object, chicken is a dish object. It's not like only the Solomon. It's not like only the mutton fry, isn't it? And you have what? Again, you have what we call it as chicken fry. Chicken curry is okay. Chicken fry. Okay, chicken biryani. So these are the objects under. Okay, these are the actual values. Hope you're able to follow. Right? For the others, I can say dosa, idli. I can add so many things here. For the others, everything can come on the diet category. Idli especially, followed by dosa in limitations, right? And followed by what we call it as non roti. Non roti is not a diet food. It is actually considered as a fatty one because they apply a lot of ghee, isn't it? Right. So these are the objects. Okay, so how this can be visualized by why I'm just doing all this. Second level map, multi-level grouping. Multi-level means first level is a map. Okay, the return type of multi-level grouping. The return type of multi-level grouping is why this is popping up. Okay, the return type of multi-level grouping is okay, this complete thing will return something, right? Okay, the return type of that something is what? You have the map, you have the key, you have the key. Again, for the value, you will take another map as a generic type. This value is going to internally have a key and the value. A map within the map. So this is the return type. This is the return type. Focus here. You first type is key. Again, for the value, you are going to have a key as well as value. In this, in this example, in our example, the first key is what? The first key is for the first level mapping. So fish is the first key, right? So this one, I can say that the first level mapping is the first key, right? And the key that is playing here, okay, key should always be unique. The key that is playing here is the second level mapping. These are the key for the second level. Okay, and what is the value? These complete things are what? These are the values because they are what? They not this one. These are the values. Collection objects. All the collection objects are values. Okay, you are placing a key and again you are placing another key because you want to group everything in the multi-level fashion, not the single level, multi-level. Are able to follow? So this is a return type, and again the key is going to have a function. Likewise, okay, this function is used to extract the first level key. Okay, and the there is another function inside the function. I mean inside the grouping by method. So there is another grouping by method inside the grouping by method. It has also a function. This function will ensure that these keys are extracted. The second level keys are extracted. Right? What are the values? What are the values? Values are again what? List of objects. List of objects. Okay, from this example, what is really happening behind the scenes? I think it is back, right? Yeah. My screen is visible, guys. Yes, no, you following or not? My screen is visible. Okay, okay. Thanks, Rata. So now I can just draft my multi-level mapping just like this. Just like what? Okay. Map is there. Category one, first level map. First level map is all about the dish names, food names, right? Food names. Comma. Second level mapping. Second level map is what? Second level map is going to extract the category diet. Again, inside the map, you have the diet concept. Inside that, your values are what? List of dishes. List of dishes. Food names. Inside this, you have what? In a map. This is the actual return type. This is how the return type should be. right? So this food names is the key. Okay, so you are categorizing the all the foods according to the name firstly. After this, you are categorizing. After this, you are you are taking another map. You are just grouping it by another level. So inside that, again you want to you want a subcategory called diet category. Under diet category, you want to list out the dishes that is matching these two conditions. Are you able to follow? A condition within a condition, if the condition is satisfied, okay, print those values accordingly in the orderly fashion. Right? This is multi-level mapping. Like this, the conditions can keep on going. If you want to increase the level, if you want to increase the complexity, you can increase it to what? N-level mapping. N-level mapping. Very, very complicated. So you don't want to learn such things. But this grouping by method is helping us with these options. Are you able to follow? So what does N-level mapping means? A grouping by method inside a grouping by method which has another grouping by method, and it keeps on going. Level is going to keep on getting increased. Our brains are going to get not what we call it as fired because of this. Right? So let us understand this bit practically. Okay, I will give you the small example. Okay, let us go by the small example first. Trust me, you will get the complete picture. I just want you to practice this example. A simple example will take. Okay, so I think I can go with the example. Okay, this example will be really good, guys. See, I will take list of. Let us keep this aside. Okay, I do not want to disturb this. I will take the list of strings. I want to. Accidentally, I am hitting the backspace power button instead of backspace button. That's why it is happening. I think we are back. Okay. Give me some time. Give me some time. Give me some time. Okay, my screen is shared. My voice is on. Okay. I'm taking list of string, guys. I want to take some values and let me take some words. Okay, what words I want to take? Let me quickly take some words. Arrays dot as list. Okay, and I want to take words like some fancy words. Okay, apple I want to take. Okay, after this I want to take ant, erumbu. I want to take banana. Right? I want to take berry, and I want to take something like if kiwi. Kiwi. Okay, so these words will help us to understand the multi-level grouping. I also want to take something like mango. Okay. I want to take something like aeroplane. What aeroplane has to do with our explanation? You will understand this. Okay. Aeroplane. Everything should be in lower cases so that you make that observation. Okay. Everything are in lower cases. I have some list of words. Okay. What I want to do here, I want to do what I want to do. Multi-level map, multi-level grouping. So when I say multi-level grouping, I should get answer in such a way that my answer should have, okay, that my answer has many levels. My answer should have, firstly, it should ensure that number of words are getting printed firstly. What did I say? Number of letters. I mean, number of letters. How many letters are there? First level grouping. Second level grouping is the starting of the letter. So what is second level grouping? The starting of the letter. For example, I have many words here. My words can be differentiated according to the number of letters. So ant is representing the count 3. Agreed or not? Apple is representing the count 5. I want to categorize all the values according to the count first. Okay, if the count is 5, so this is the typical key. This is the key. If you have the count 5, and again I should have the subcategory. What is my subcategory? I want to place another category which is going to ensure that the characters are placed according to the starting letter. For example, if you go A should fall under the, see, apple is for 5, right? Apple stands 5 letters, and berry is also 5 letters. But berry can't be here because starting apple starts with A, berry starts with B. Okay, let us say that you have something like uh, banana, berry, or mango. Okay, let us say mango 5 letters, apple also 5 letters, but both cannot stand on the same group because they are starting with different letters. Able to follow, right? So I want to categorize according to the words. First level, second level, I want to categorize the subcategory should be what, the starting letter. Okay, so let us run this code. You will understand this clearly. Words. What is the return type of the multi-level grouping? Okay, so you will take a map. You will represent the key in the form of integer because in the first level I want to return the integer count. I want to return. Okay, in the second level again I will take a map within the map. Second level, the key for the second level is what? Character comma what I'm supposed to take here, right? List of strings. That's it. Okay, let me take grouped words. Okay, what are my grouped words again? Okay, so words are there, dot converting it to string, right? Dot, and what I want to do here after converting it to string, I need to use the collect method. My collect method will, let me bring it here. Okay, my collect method will have what? Collectors dot grouping by method. Okay, my grouping by method. Okay, the first key is integer. Okay, the grouping by method will accept a function, accept the string object, right? Accept the string object and find the length, comma. Okay, I need to use another grouping by method, a grouping by method inside a grouping by method because we are dealing with multiple categories, right? My second grouping by method is going to accept what? My second grouping by method will accept something like a function. Okay, this function is going to take a word followed by word dot character at character the index 0. Okay, that's it. What we are actually achieving directly, let me use the for each loop. Okay, let me take this grouped words dot for each loop. By for each loop will accept by consumer. Okay, it will accept the all the objects. Okay, it will accept all the what numbers, comma, all the, you can give any reference meaningful name. Let me take I comma j itself. Okay. Lambda expression, typical lambda expression I comma j. Okay, my lambda expression is going to be a little bit big. Okay. So what I want to print, system dot out dot println the words count. Okay, plus I. Okay, after this, and again I want to, this is the integer, and again this is the map because this is the complete map again. So again I want to call the reference variable dot what I want to do here, again for each, if a for each method inside a for each method. Okay, this for each method is accepting a by consumer, which is again two inputs, a comma l lambda expression, right? So over here I want to write something like system dot out dot println. So k is representing the starting letter, the starting letter plus k itself. Okay. After that I want to run the for loop, an answer for loop, okay, of string type, comma, x inside l. Okay, system dot out dot println, I want to print the x itself. Very complicated code, not very complicated, very, very easy code. I will explain it. Now you see the word counts 3. First condition, first category. Under this, the starting letter, you have only one thing. And if the word counts 4, under this, the starting letter 4, starting letter K, you have only one thing, kiwi. The words count 5, starting letter A, you have apple. The starting letter B, you have berry. The starting letter M, you have mango. So the word counts 6. Okay. So first, if words are counted, okay, you are counting the words. Okay. First count is 3. Okay. It will try to identify what are the 3-letter words. You have and apart from, do you have any other letter? No. And also it is also giving you the starting letter of the particular word. Okay. Okay. In order to let me write a line. Let me break these things because for the better clarity. System.out.println, let me put some stars. Okay. And again one ending line. See. The word count 3, the starting letter A, you have only one word and done. Okay. The word count 4. So if you just focus this output, main screen, okay, you will find the first level mapping, you will find the second level mapping. What is happening behind the scenes? Big output. We take the new plain screen. Very big output. Yeah. Okay, you have the word count. Okay. Firstly, you have the word count. First level word count. Right. So you have word count again. The first level. Okay. Instead of taking word count, you can take it like this. You have 3-letter word count. You have the 4-letter word count. You have the 5-letter word count. And at last, you have the 6-letter word count and 9-letter word count also. You have 5-letter, 6-letter, and 9-letter. First level mapping. This is talking about what? The first level mapping. Under this, okay, you have what? The letter starts with A, second level mapping. Okay. And under this, you have something like, letter starts with something like K, you have. Okay. So again, you are taking a subcategory from the main category. So this is the main category, and again is a subcategory. So these two are unique actually. Okay. So this is first level mapping is representing the outer key inside the map. This is representing the inner key. Inner key. Inside the inner map. Okay. If you see the code, the return type is map within a map, right? You have a map within a map. Okay. So these integers are nothing but, okay, these keys 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay. And these integers are nothing but 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. And again, if you see, you have a map instead of map. And this character, again, this is a key, right? These keys are nothing but the second level mapping. You have A, you have K. These things. A, K, and what are the first starting letters? That are the keys. It's the last list is the actual collection values. Right? Just practice this; it will make more sense. We will understand this better inside with another example. Okay, so this forget about this example. Not forget about this. Practice this example. I want you to understand this in a different way. So instead of taking the words, I want to take the numbers here. 1 minute, guys. Sorry, I was getting a call. Okay. So, we will go with we will understand this with a better example. Sometimes there will be requirement in the real-time application, not the real-time applications, the basic example. I will take some numbers, list of numbers, okay? So my type is going to be what? Integers, not integers, integer. I want to take some numbers here, something like 1, 2, 3, let me take 15, let me take 16, 22, 7, 19, 20, 25. Okay, some random numbers I have taken. I want to apply the multi-level grouping for this. Okay, so what my requirement is, I want to take the first level grouping range level. Okay, I should identify all the elements that is falling between 0 to 10 range. Okay, and like 10 to 20 range and greater than 20 range. First level of mapping greater than 20. I want to identify all the elements and I want to place under this category. The name of the category is what? The range itself. Okay. And the second category is a subcategory. I want to define a category like even numbers or odd numbers. Even or odd numbers. Okay. Firstly, I will taken 3 categories. Category number 1, 1 to 10, 10 to 20, greater than 20. I mean not greater than 20. Category number 2, I want to define a subcategory, second level grouping. Okay, even number or odd number I identify. Okay, the values are going to be what? All the numbers, integers that are matching these two, satisfying these two categories. Right? How we can proceed with this? Very simple. Okay. So what is the return type of the map and the multi-level grouping by method? A map. Okay, you should take a string. Why you have to take a string? Because I want to represent this in the range of 1 to 10, which is the string itself. That's why I'm taking the string. So you're going to convert this to string. You're not exactly written 1 to 10. This will be written in the double quotes like this. Category will be specified like this. Okay, string. Secondly, I want to take an inner map. My inner map will accept a string again. Okay, the inner map is going to accept, say whether the numbers are, whether the category is a even category or the odd category. So again, it is a string. So there is a value has to be the value that you are dealing with. Okay, this one you can directly copy and paste this here. Right? Hope you're able to follow. Let me take something like numbers play. Okay, so use the data source, which is words dot stream dot. Okay, directly I want to call the collect method. Okay, I want to call the collect method this separate line. You can do this also. Collect method collectors dot grouping by. First outer grouping by. Outer grouping by will accept a function. Focus here. This is not a complicated, but your attention is very, very important. Outer grouping by method is going to accept a function. I am writing some function inside the outer grouping by method. What is that function? I'm taking the input in the form of I. Right? I want to define a lambda expression, a big lambda expression. So this is going to say, perform if my I is greater than or equal to 10. Okay, what I want to do, return it place it under a category called 0 to 10 category in the form of string. Right? Else if I is greater than or equal to 20, I want to place it under a category called 0 to 20. 0 to 10 to 20 category. 10 to 20 category. Okay. If not, all these conditional fails, place it under the greater than 20 category. This is my first level grouping. This is my first level grouping. Okay, after doing this, what I want to do, I want to take another grouping by method. a grouping by method inside the grouping by method. Okay. This grouping by method has to deal with the second one, even or odd, right? So no. Take I, get the number from the stream. Okay, and you need to do what after getting the number from the stream? You need to write a lambda expression. Okay, so if or else instead of doing if and all, you can directly write something like the ternary operator. Okay, a single line of code. This is not required. Okay. A ternary operator is going to be a percentage of 2 double equal to 0 question mark. Okay, if this is true, return the even, else return the right. Done. A grouping by method inside a grouping by method, multi-level grouping. What we are going to achieve this? Let's look at our code. Okay, so word start stream, all the numbers are converted to stream. We're using the grouping by method. First level lambda expression is nothing but what? It is going to categorize according to these specifications. Second level grouping is going to categorize according to whether the number is even number or odd number. After doing all this, the grouping by method is such a clever method which is going to collect all the numbers that is mapping, that is what we call it as falling under these two categories. The category inside the category. Right? How I can do this? How I can print this in a better way? Okay. Use this reference variable numbers play. Dot use the for each method. I have been telling you the by consumer. I have stressed a lot about the functional interfaces in the beginning of the classes. You can watch that video once again for the better clarity. So these are the lambda expressions. I'm just dealing with the lambda expression, nothing else. Okay. So I want to take for each row. So this for each loop will accept 2 arguments because all the arguments are what? Map. So the range argument I am taking on the parity argument. You can give any name. I'm just giving the meaningful name. A lambda expression I want to write. Arrow operator I am taken. Okay, my lambda expression is going to be something like this. Firstly, print the range. System.out.println. Okay, range is print the range itself because it is a map. Okay. Secondly, and again what you want to do, you want to call the parity variable by using the for each method. Okay, and again which is going to accept 2 arguments. Okay, one argument is odd or even argument. Second one is what? Second one is list of. Okay, I want to accept this lambda expression. I'll accept this lambda expression. I want to write a lambda expression for this. Okay, so now system.out.println. System.out.println the odd or even. Okay. I want to print the reference variable. It is going to give me whether the number is odd number or the even number. Okay. After printing this, and I want to call the enhancer for loop. For loop to display the values in the console. Enhancer for loop. For integer x inside list of numbers. Okay, system.out.println x. Okay, I want to leave a space like this for the better observation. do not want to print the new line. After this, I want to print the new line. System.out.println. If I run this code, errors are there. There is a error. Less, odd, or even. Let me rewrite this. System.out.println odd or even less, odd or even. Okay. I want to write why this is giving the syntax error. Okay, syntactically this is correct. This is also correct. Okay, and this is also correct. Okay, I'm missing this. Okay, I'm missing this lambda expression phrases for answer for loop teacher x inside a list of numbers. After this, system.out.println print the value of x, okay, followed by a space. Okay, and after this, give one extra line. Okay, let me run this code. Now you see range is 10 to 20. For the range 10 to 20, again there is subcategory odd or even, right? It says even. Okay, let me remove this. Why odd or even? Right. Okay, range. For the range 10 to 20, type even, you have 16, 20 numbers are the even type. Type odd, you have 15, 19. For range 10 to 9, it is going to extract the numbers in between 10 to 9, and again it is going to extract the even as well as it is going to extract the odd numbers. And again for the for the odd type we have, and last one is the numbers that are greater than 20, you have 22,